Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Kirk Franklin is an American musician, ensemble chief maker, gospel vocalist creator, and rapper. He's most popular for driving Metropolitan contemporary gospel and Christian R&B outfits, for example, the Family God's Property and One Country Team, among numerous others. He's won various honors, including 19 Grammy grants, and is one of the debut inductees into the dark music and diversion stroll of popularity. Kirk Franklin has an expected total assets of $9 million from Kirk Franklin's initial life. Kirk Dwayne Franklin was brought into the world on January 26, 1970, in Post Worth, Texas. He was raised by his auntie Gertrude, who had been deserted as a child by his mom. His auntie reused aluminum jars to fundraise for him to take piano illustrations. At the age of 4, he succeeded and had the option to peruse and compose music while likewise improvising. At 7 years old, Kirk Franklin accepted his most memorable agreement, which his auntie turned torch. He joined the congregation ensemble and became music chief at the Mount Rose Baptist Church, grown-up ensemble at 11 years old. In his teen years, he defied his severe, strict childhood and tried to keep him in the clear. His grandma organized a tryout for him at an expert youth center related to a nearby college. He was acknowledged, yet later he needed to manage a sweetheart's pregnancy and his possible ejection from school for terrible conduct. Kirk Franklin concentrated on music with Kelly and the singing chaparral at Oscar Senior member Wyatt Secondary School. He went on under her tutelage and at last turned into the piano player for the ensemble. When he was 15 years of age, he saw the demise of a companion by shooting, after which he returned to the congregation where he again coordinated the ensemble. He likewise helped to establish a gospel bunch, the Modest Hearts, which recorded one of his creations and definitely stood out of gospelmen. Music legend Milton Bigham, melodic overseer of the Georgia Mass Ensemble, dazzled Bigham, enrolled him to lead the DFW Mass Ensemble in a recording of Franklin tune, Consistently with Jesus. This prompted Bigham recruiting Kirk Franklin, only 20 years of age, at an opportunity to lead the ensemble at the 1990 Gospel Music Studio of America show and industry. Social affair. Kirk Franklin is 5'5" and tall, or 1.66 m tall. About Kirk Franklin's own life on January 20. Kirk Franklin married long-lasting companion Tammy Collins when they married. They each had one youngster from past connections. Kirk Franklin's child Karen Franklin, who was brought into the world in 1988, and Tammy Collins' girl Carrington Franklin, who was brought into the world in 1989, are 2 or 3. They have 2 kids together, little Kennedy Franklin, who was brought into the world in 1997, and child Kazo Franklin, who was brought into the world in 2000. Kirk Franklin's most established child Ken delivered a sound recording of a confidential discussion between him and his dad, in which both can be heard utilizing obscenities. Kirk Franklin consequently apologized to his fans and devotees. In 2023, Kirk Franklin met his natural dad, Richard Hubert, for the absolute first time and accommodated with his child Ken in his narrative film, Father's Day, a Kirk Franklin tale about Kirk Franklin's expert profession. In 1992, Kirk Franklin coordinated The Family, which was a 17-voice ensemble framed from neighborhood companions and partners. That very year, Vicky Mama Lotte, the fellow benefactor of fledgling gospel-driven records, named he AR'd one of their demo tapes, and was so dazzled she promptly joined Kirk and The Family to a keep contract in 1993. The gathering, presently known as Kirk Franklin and The Family, delivered their presentation collection Kirk Franklin and The Family. It spent very nearly 2 years on the gospel music diagrams and outlined on the R&B graphs, in the end procuring platinum deal status. It stayed at number 1 on the Bulletin Top Gospel Collections graph for 42 weeks. It was just the 3rd gospel music collection to sell north of 1 million units, after Aretha Franklin's Astonishing Elegance and B.B. and C.C. Winans' Habit Forming Love 2 years after the fact, subsequent to delivering a 1995 Christmas collection entitled Kirk Franklin and The Family Christmas. The gathering delivered What You Searching For in 1996. The collection was guaranteed twice platinum and procured Franklin his most memorable Grammy grant for Best Contemporary Soul Gospel Collection. 1997 carried one more collection, a joint effort with the vocal outfit God's Property, named God's Property, from Kirk Franklin's New Country. The lead single highlighting Cheryl Salt, James of Salt, and Peppa was a success, getting a charge out of the weighty revolution on MTV and other music channels and diagramming at #1 on the R&B singles airplay diagram for a considerable length of time in any event, making it into the main 40. God's Property from Kirk Franklin's New Country was #1 on the R&B collections graph for a very long time, #3 on the pop outline diagrams, and would proceed to be confirmed multiple times. Platinum likewise presented Franklin with another Grammy for Best Contemporary Soul Gospel Collection, as well as 3 Grammy selections in 1996. Kirk Franklin's Tune Bliss was recorded by Whitney Houston and the Georgia Mass Ensemble, with creation by Houston and M. Vin Warren. The arrangement was remembered for being the top-of-the-line gospel collection ever soundtracked to the minister's significant other. The New Country project was delivered in 1998. The principal single, Rest on Me, created by Kirk Franklin and pop maker Dan Shea, highlighted a few standard craftsmen, including R. Kelly, Mary J. Blige and Bono of U2, along with Jem Lewis and the Family. Rest on Me and the second single, Upheaval, including Rodney Jerkins, were significant hits, and the collection contained a variant of a Bill Wiltz tune, Going to Be an Exquisite Day. The New Country project proceeded to top the board Contemporary Christian Collections graph for quite some time, and the Bulletin Gospel Collections outline for a considerable length of time, and brought Kirk Franklin his 3rd Grammy. Likewise, in 1998, he made a visitor appearance on the hit TV sitcom Sister. In 2000, individuals from the family documented an extravagant claim for sovereignties for their work on the New Country project against Kirk Franklin and gospel-driven records. This saw the end of the Kirk Franklin and the Family records as he went on with his freshman gathering One Country group and Kirk Franklin presenting the One Country team. The collection was recorded before the claim on January 16, 2010, at the 25 The Yearly Heavenly Honor Show taping in Nashville, Tennessee. Kirk Franklin and the Family rejoined momentarily in front of an audience to perform tunes made well known by them during the 1990s about Kirk Franklin's performance vocation. In 2001, he created the soundtrack for the film The Afterlife. The soundtrack included Gospel Craftsmen, Mary Trinity, 57, Jem Lee, and Franklin's gathering One Country team, as well as standard specialists at this point. Jill Scott, Tamar Braxton, Scene Stockman of Young Men to Men. Others. Kirk Franklin's collection, The Resurrection of Kirk Franklin, was delivered in February 2002, subsequent to being postponed. It bested the Gospel Collections outline for quite some time, was #1 on the Hot Rap and B Hip Hop Collections outline, and was insured platinum. The collection highlighted joint efforts with Priest T.D., Jake Shirley, Caesar, Willie Neal Johnson, Toby Mama Precious Stone Lewis, Jackie Vasquez, Papasan Alvin Butcher, and Yolanda Adams. Delivered Legend on October 4, 2005, in the U.S. The collection was guaranteed gold on December 2, 2005, and platinum on December 14, 2006, by the Recording Industry Relationship of America. It arrived at #1 on both the board Top Gospel and Top Christian Collection graphs. The primary single, Searching for You, was a hit, just like the follow-up of Imagine Me, which made it onto the R&B outlines at the 2007 Grammy Awards. Kirk Franklin won 2 Grammys for Legend. Furthermore, Legend was the 2007 Heavenly Grants Compact Disc of the Year, his 10th collection. The Battle of My Life was delivered in the U.S. on December 18, 2007. The collection appeared on the Bulletin 200 at number 33, with 74,000 duplicates sold in the primary week. It arrived at #1 on both the board Top Gospel and Top Christian Collections graphs, and furthermore crested at #7 on the Bulletin Top R&B Hip Bounce Collections diagram. The principal single statement, This Is All There Is to It, was delivered on October 23, RD 2007, and crested at the number 35 on the board Hot R&B High Pop Tunes graph. The collection highlights visitor appearances from Rance Allen, Isaac K. Y. Toby Mac, Reality Doe Williams, a vocalist, and Melvin Williams, likewise a vocalist. In 2008, the tune Jesus was delivered as the collection's subsequent single and was shipped off Metropolitan Radio. On July 15, 2008. In January 2010, after Haiti had a staggering earthquake, Kirk Franklin got a troupe of gospel specialists together to sing the melody he composed called Are You Listening? They included Yolanda Adams, Jeremy Camp, Shirley Caesar, Dorinda Clark Cole, Natalie Award, Fred Hammond, Tamala Mann, David Mann, Mary Donnie, McClurkin, Minister Paul S. Morton, J. Greenery Smokey Nor Marvin S.A. Karen Clark Sheared Kira Sheared in 2010 B.B. Winans, C.C.E. Winans, and Marvin Winans distributed the outline, an arrangement for carrying on with the above life storms. It was a book wherein he described the family troubles he experienced during his life as a youngster and how he escaped a physically dynamic life and a dependence on porn. Kirk Franklin filled in as the host and co-chief maker of the BET Unique Series Sunday Best, and the melodic co-host of GSN's The American Book of Scriptures Challenge with Jeff Foxworthy. His 10th studio collection, called High Dread, was delivered on April 22, 2011. The collection highlights Marvin's Sap Molly music, Marvin Winans' John P. Key, and Rance Allen. The main single topped at number 85 on the Bulletin Hot 100, making it his first appearance on that outline in quite a while. In 2013, he started marking Craftsman onto his name, Faux Soul, which turned into an engrave with RCA Records, and he has marked Axe. Thanks for watching this video.